welcome back to the videos. It has been quite a while since I've uploaded anything. And today it's for the most part, chronological time order of my new project. It's a 1977, was a K10 Cheyenne, but has been swapped onto 3/4 ton axles, as you can see in the image right now. But the first part is just us getting it home and doing small things on it. And in this next clip, it's when we were getting it out of its parking spot. I don't know how it's going to turn out either, so enjoy. Yeah, that was a really short clip, and I don't know why, but this is just before we put it on my buddy's trailer. Shout out to Hunter for hauling it for me from, where it was at to a buddy's shop. Yeah, that thing was just absolutely, gutted when I got it. These are some pictures of when we first got it back down to my buddy's place. Didn't, take long. Full of trash, mice, leave behinds. It was fairly gross looking, but I liked it. The short clip coming up is its first start with some fresh fuel and some better plugs. In this clip, it's also just running straight out of the manifolds. I have no exhaust done to it yet. I do now, for the most part. This is just when we had it in the shop. We were clearancing the front calipers for some 15x8s, if I remember right, wagons. This is after we pulled it out. And this next clip is the first technically lot drive with it. It wasn't very fun for anybody because no power steering whatsoever. It's just how I bought it. But it was cool. Why, it was like that. And of course, first upgrade most people do to a small block. I bought headers. These next few clips I'm going to talk over. We just did some pictures with it. Nothing fancy really. We just wanted to go out and take some photos, of the small things we had done. Like I put new taillights in it, headlights, plugs, wires, headers are on in this. What else did we do at this time? Oh, fresh fuel, filter change. That's parked up next to my buddy's action line. Sadly, he no longer has. This is when I got stuck.
Boingo, boys. I buried my 77 just driving out in the field, and look, halfway drive coming from that side. I was wrong. My whole bedside's covered.
Self-explanatory. I buried it in said buddy's hayfield. This is first carb swap we'd ever done. I went to an 1850 Holly for a while. Next clip coming up is air horns.
Bracket.
I got bored and bought cheap air horns from Harbor Freight because why not? This is a whole clip of
like underwear.
Yeah, and this is after I got the exhaust done. Full True Duals, 2 1/4 inch all the way back. 12-inch glass backs. That's another picture posted up with my buddy's action line. The rest of this is just going to be a voiceover. This is when I took it home. Finally legal enough to drive, and it was fully legal at that point. This is when I brought it back and we done another carb swap to a Holly 1405. Yeah, 1405 Edelbrock, not Holly. My bad. But yeah, this was just a night of doing a bunch of small things. I no longer have that small filter anymore. But it's just been a fun truck to own. I really haven't invested a whole lot into it. This is when I was playing around. Do I keep the 15s or do I buy 20x10 BMFs? But BMFs. yeah, this is its first official time home after all that. That's parked up next to my 05, which I no longer have. Mirror is broke. A little plastic bit above it is just snapped off. And this is the night I started doing a lot of things to it. I painted the tailgate. This is prep work, primer, more pictures of the primer because I'm weird. And I took a lot that night of it. This is when it was almost fully painted. In the last picture is it's fully painted. It turned out pretty good for rattle can. When I put the head egg rack in, the same night, I also wired up a bunch of lights to it that you can see in this photo, as well as put my CB in it with my fiberglass CB antenna from my grandfather. This is, you know, after all that work's said and done. It sat there for a little bit. Sorry about the cutoff from the last clip, but this one is when my dad came down and helped me put a grill guard on it. I don't think it looks too bad with the body lift, but everyone's telling me to remove it. Not sure what I should do at this point. This is when I backed into a tree and then went and took this video. Well, took the last clip. But yeah, this is how it sits currently on 15-inch wagons. Grill guard that I got from the guy I bought the truck from. Grill guard came from the same place. Pretty much all the upgrades have been free, minus the headers. Everything else I've gotten for free or cheap. But if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing and checking out my other videos. Peace, love y'all, good night.